I guess I'd say a big man variation of the cradle sweep, more so than the way I learned it years ago. Just called it the cradle sweep. But I always had an issue with these guys that had good base, decent base, and they were big guys. So our dudes were very athletic, 250 plus. And what they would do is they'd base out super wide when I went to try to do this old cradle sweep. So the old cradle sweep, before they even try to base out, here's what it would look like. Just a complete body flop. I'll show you. My butterfly hook is going to elevate, and I'm going to kick him over this way. So you're going to see,
let it go.
Yeah, you're going to see my leg kind of just kick up, and I flip him over this way. And that's kind of how this sweep looked. Their leg goes down, and then they go, ah, and that's the way I learned it. Well, and that's great. That's fantastic unless he's a big, strong guy, and unless he does not decide to go with a quad post, where he just deploys all of them at one time like a big, giant landing strip. Just boom, all 4 posts go down. Well, what happens is, in this sweep, is if I try to hit it that way and he deploys all 4 posts, he can be really tight on me. And the second that I hit the sweep, he deploys them posts, and I've opened up. I've just opened everything up. And watch what happens is as I go here and he deploys all those posts, well, now he's passing. Because I just let go of everything to try to go all in for that one sweep. So seeing that right out of the gates led me to realize that if I could find a way to get him over without letting go of all this and without really trying to do a lot of elevation, keep him super tight to me, okay? So now the cradle really is a cradle sweep. He's super tight. He's not able to back out. So as I get underneath him and get square, well, now I'm not going to lift him and elevate. I'm keeping him super tight. I'm spreading him out, and I'm just kind of slowly scooting out from him enough to where I can take him over. Okay? That's where the variation came from, and then the actual putting them on their head came as a variation of the butterfly, simply because some guys were so long that they could get their posts, they could deploy those posts way out there, and standing them on their last post allowed me not so much to take them all the way over, but to enter into single leg X and a bunch of other things. I did the whole lawn dart sweep, putting them on their head to help me be able to make a leg entanglement entries years ago. So that was a way to go into single leg X and X. So taking them over is effective. Now we're going to go over the slide. All right, slide sweep. This one is really, really cool because once they realize I got to deploy a post, my landing gear goes out right over here. You can't circle out from under them, okay? Now we're going to slide them down the slide like shooting them down a water slide. Doink. And we're going to take them through our foot. So whatever foot is the V-guard, all right, we're going to extend that leg out essentially like that. And we're going to sit up with them. Okay, so here, we're in the same position. V-guard is in. Got my belt. I've loaded him up. Now I'm trying to scoot out from under him. He deploys this post way out. Okay, I can tell that he could deploy this one if he wanted to. But the kicker here is that I've got the ability to come under his knee and keep this post off the ground. I can keep it off, all right? And I can take him that way, straight through his big toe. And in doing so, as I sit up, his body will rotate about 45 degrees. His head, when I finish this sweep, is going to be down here. His feet are going to be down there. Because I'm using the slide motion of letting him slide backwards to help me sit up. So he's deployed his post this way. So if I'm trying to scoot into his post, what's going to happen? He's stuck. I'm just trying to scoot out from under him, and he's deployed that post. So now I'm going to come in underneath here, and I'm just going to simply lift this foot so it stays off the mat, so it's not a post. And we're going to sit up. And he goes backwards. And we come up clean. Okay? So we're sliding him down that way. So again, he's here. I'm going to go for my first one. He's cradled. Head is down, trying to scoot. He deploys that post out there. I can't get him over. I'm not going to just let go. Start trying to lift him. Foot's going to come underneath. Keep that foot off the mat. Now we're going to extend out to where he's here, okay? Remember what I told you, head will be here, foot will be here. As I lay forward, look where he winds up. Feet are here, head's here, okay? Massively powerful sweep because we are not letting them go, keeping them stuck to us to finish our sweep series, all right? You got it? Make sure and don't forget the crossing of the feet behind the knee to slide him down. You got to recruit that second foot. So for those of you guys that were forgetting to use that second foot to elevate, don't forget that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.